What's going on, all you fruitful fromage? My name is Mason.
And I'm Alex.
Oh, Davis. Alex, I think you died just then.
What did I do?
It looked like that bourbon just did not quite go down the way you wanted it to.
Oh, yeah, it absolutely did not.
Welcome to FU Fantasy Football Podcast,
Fantasy.
where we drink whiskey, eat bananas, and giggle.
Oh, there we go.
Yeah. Welcome in, ladies and gentlemen, to this beautiful rainy Friday morning
Beautiful rainy Friday.
where the subways are flooding, the streets are flooding, there's water coming out of the walls in the subway. It is just
Our birds' heads are falling off.
A regular Friday in New York, it sounds like.
It is it was strange weather up here in New York City. How's it down there in Atlanta?
In Atlanta, well, I hate to tell you this, but I got blue skies. It's about 72 degrees out. Man, it is perfect down here.
72?
Y'all 75, I'm sorry. I lied.
Oh, God.
Y'all come on back down south. It's a good time.
The South?
We don't have
Right
anything
now.
to flood on
Yeah.
underground, is what I'm going to
Yeah. Fair enough. Marta is well above ground.
Most times.
Well, we have late night halal. So, yeah.
Yeah.
True.
Alex and I did get some late night halal last night.
I'm jealous about that.
The insides were interesting this morning, to say the
Yep.
least. But
Yep.
man, it was delicious. Like,
Yo, they crushed it.
it was really good.
Yep.
You don't get that a block away from your house, I bet.
No, but I'm also typically asleep at those times.
Yes, your digestion
zero.
is working properly when you wake up
Not
in the
today
morning.
after going to the baseball game, but that's for another day. I'm here to talk about my digestive tract.
You leave me alone. That hot dog was delicious.
Both of them were.
Oh yeah. All righty. Well,
Really Christ.
well, we're not talking about your digestive tract anymore, Davis. We're moving on.
I gotta.
We're gonna rant about not the New York subway system, not MTA, not MARTA. We're gonna rant about football things.
As we do.
Alex, well, I guess before we do that, we're gonna do rants. Then we're gonna go through the game slate. We're gonna start sit, and then we're gonna end up with some FU tweets, as we always do. So to begin, Alex Bryan, what's miffing you this morning?
Wasn't like that big of a deal, but I do, because I'm like, we are doing this podcast and we're looking really into fantasy and stuff like that. A lot of people will be like, who should I pick up? Who should I start? Who should I do? All that kind of stuff. And I said, let me look at your roster. And they'll have an IR spot just sitting there wide open. And I was like, put someone on your IR spot. If you have an IR spot, use it. If Keaton Mitchell's out there, put him on there. If Jeff Wilson's out there, put him on there. Jelani Woods, Kyle Phillips. Like, there are tons of guys like sitting out there in IR. Anything can happen. If you're not into Keaton Mitchell, but Justice Hill and Gus Edwards get hurt next week, Keaton Mitchell's RB1 immediately and could win you your league. If there is an IR spot on your roster open, use it. Use it with any. Kyle Phillips is not that big of a name. He's kind of a deep guy, but Traylon Burks and Hopkins could get hurt this weekend. We don't think this is going to happen, but it could. And then you're already a step ahead. Use what you have available to you.
I feel outed right now, Alex. Why?
Yeah, I was going to say, what if that IR spot gets added at week 4?
No, those are no. But I did the exact same thing. As soon as that was available to us, I said, great. I went and got Jeff Wilson Jr. and put him in my IR spot. Because Mostert's not the cleanest bill of health. A-Chain's been hurt this season. So
Oh yeah.
who knows what's going to happen?
So to explain what I was talking about, I'm the commissioner of one of the leagues that we're in, and I didn't have the IR spots so that you couldn't draft an extra person into your IR slot on draft day, because I didn't want to have some people doing that and others not, just to even the playing field. But then I forgot to add it back until week 4 because I'm an asshole. And then Alex Bryan proceeded to blow up our thread text chain for about.
Oh, I would not leave things alone.
I had people texting me like, how do I get off of this? It's like, you know how to. You know how to.
You know how to do this. If you want to, you will figure it out.
But we do have an IR slot now. So
Every league should have one in general, and they
I
usually do.
I did mean to put it back. I did have people hit me up, and I was like, I can't. For some reason, you can't use your league manager rules, tools on your phone. You can only do it on your.
It doesn't give
computer.
you much room to work.
It's so dumb. So I just always forgot to do it. People would hit me up and be like, oh, fuck, I can't do anything right now because I'm not at my computer. And then finally one guy did, and and then I got hell for it. But that's the burden. That's the burden of being the commissioner.
Yeah. I don't envy you at all.
Thankless job.
You do a job.
I am currently doing it. Well, that's debatable. All right. Well, I'm going to go next.
Yep.
This is kind of going back to last Monday when the Rams played the Bengals. Tutu Atwell ran down the sideline, and it looks like he potentially stayed in and got the ball into the end zone. How in the fucking world does tennis have this thing that you can see where a microfiber of a tennis ball can hit the edge of the line, and it is called for tennis, but you can't do that for the goal line for football? How much more money does the NFL have than the pro circuit on tennis?
Mason, I'm going to stop you right there. They have large plastic cones at the goal line with high intensity cameras that can see perfectly as far away from the ball as possible.
Like why is there not like a sensor on the goal line and a sensor in the ball that like when it touches it like lets the people up in the NFL, review room know that they fucking passed the goal line. What is this archaic system we're still using in 2023?
Oh, yeah.
We've been using since 1923.
Yeah, tennis has been doing it for like 10 years. It's called Hawkeye. It's called Hawkeye in tennis.
Have umpires on the court anymore. It's all robots. Rid of it.
Like this is, and I think the biggest thing is because we're Americans and we're stupid, and like tennis is a global sport, and so tennis is like, oh, we have this technology, let's just use it. And Americans are just like, no, we're gonna do it the old way.
They don't have the line guys anymore.
No.
It depends. It depends on the tournament, but mostly no.
Yeah, in major tournaments like the U.S. Open, that was a few weeks ago. They don't have anybody on the court anymore. Yeah.
Well, like, what's the point?
No, I mean, they are playing on a hard court. It's concrete, so they can actually embed that technology. I don't know, but yeah.
No,
next you're going to say we don't need umpires in baseball. Come on.
If we're putting down turf, going back to that rant, if we're putting down turf, we can definitely put a sensor in your turf that will let you know. Like, come on.
It's so true. It's so true.
Listen, if they can put that in a golf ball at Topgolf, let's do it in a football.
Yeah. It's crazy, man. I don't know. I've heard other people talk about it too, and it is.
Yeah, it's real stupid.
It's so dumb, man. We don't need to waste 5 minutes of our life reviewing. Well, I don't know, Jim. It looks like maybe his sock was just right there.
What the Chris Collinsworth are we talking about right now? Because there's a lot of that happening.
Oh. So that's I just we could do it. It's four sides. It's a goddamn rectangle. We put a sensor on the outside lines on either side of the field, and we put one at the goal line on either side of the field. And then you don't have to have review. You can just know immediately.
Yeah.
So
it's kind of like trying to bash through a brick wall when the door is 2 feet to your right. I feel like the solution is available and right there, and we just aren't there.
Yeah, it's like the Kool-Aid man. Just use the door, bro.
Yeah, it's right there.
You got to think that they're doing it on purpose, though, because they get so many people talking about being mad about it. Yeah, and it just like blows up all social media. Like, everybody's talking about football.
Yeah,
doesn't matter how mad they are.
Yeah, we're the chuckle fucks arguing about it and ranting about it early on a Friday morning. Where they're all just laughing at us.
Yeah.
NFL is just clickbait, is what it boils down to.
That's all we're going for here, too, baby.
Put them clicks. Who cares if we're right?
Yeah.
All right. Well, speaking of clickbait, Jahmyr Gibbs, I'm so angry at all of the Jahmyr Gibbs and Detroit Lions. They pounded the Packers yesterday. This one's not going to be as fun as yours, Mason, but it felt like it was a Thursday night game. Felt like we were just due for, Montgomery was coming back, take a little pressure off Gibbs. They just didn't give Gibbs the ball. Just didn't do anything with him. And it's like, hey, this is a 20-point fantasy game coming out party happening right here, right now. And David Montgomery scores 3 short yardage touchdowns. So we'll just bank on game script for that one. They had positive game flow, positive whatever. This man, you drafted number 12 overall. Let's get him the ball, please. He's the perfect complement for Jared Goff, just dumping it off. What are we doing? Dan Campbell, you wanted a tiger or a lion on the sidelines. You won't even throw to your goddamn running back. Anyway.
It might just be Montgomery's better than Gibbs. Montgomery looks good out of nowhere.
Yeah.
He looks really good.
No, this goes back to what I've been saying since the goddamn beginning of the before the preseason happened. Montgomery is going to be the Williams role, and Gibbs is going to be the Swift role, and they've followed that plan to a T. And it's very obvious they don't want to use him at the goal line because he's not as big, he's not as powerful, and they shouldn't because he's not as big and he's not as powerful. They are dumping the ball off to him, but they also have a lot of other talent at receiver that they're using. So and they have Laporta, who's been a beast this year. So honestly, I think
Laporte got
the plan they have is working really well. It's just for us as fantasy managers, it's frustrating not to see this 12th round pick get the ball more. But when he does get the ball, he's electric. They just don't need him to do that much right now, as Montgomery is just crushing. He's not. They got Montgomery. They paid him a lot of money to do exactly what he's doing. It's just too bad for Gibbs managers that Montgomery is being super effective right now.
Yeah, he looks good.
It's super effective
on my bench.
Yeah. So
didn't look injured at all.
he's top 15 rest of the way unless he gets banged up again.
Okay,
he's banged up now and he scored 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, and 121 yards,
45 yards.
Let me ask you this. Speaking of David Montgomery, and this will conclude my rant. 32 carries.
32. Yeah, game script. That's game script. Yeah,
32. He also had 2 catches for 20 yards. Jahmyr Gibbs had 4 catches and 8 carries. I get it. Montgomery's been there. He's done it. He's getting the goal line work. That's cool. But can we make it 24 carries?
Yeah, he was game script for that, though. Like he would have only had 24 carries. But Gibbs is tiny. They don't want to give him that ball if they're up 3 touchdowns.
Yeah, I think if they're in a slobber knocker and they need to dispel. No, what's the word?
Oh, somebody went D&D on us just then.
No, I can't remember. Whatever. They need to take Montgomery out, and it's like they actually need to have 2 guys going.
Spell,
just spell. Yeah, they need to spell him.
Yeah.
Thank you. This in there. Dislike moron.
Got him.
Yeah, nailed it. F you ran again, Mason. You're an idiot. Yeah. So they need him to spell him. Then they'll probably use him. Also, it's still early, and that's what they said. He's literally been honest with the media this entire time.
There's anybody that's gonna choose.
And he don't give a shit about fantasy managers. So,
and he also last week
3-1.
He averaged 4.7 yards a carry. He is good. They just don't want to use him that way if they don't have to.
They just don't want to use him at all. Can I change my rant to Aaron Jones only getting 1 catch? That'll be it for the rest of the podcast.
Well, he was injured too, and
Well, that's the problem is that we both come into the game and I don't want to play either one of them because they're coming back from injury, and you saw what could have happened to Montgomery with Aaron Jones. So you kind of have the right mindset of I'm not going to play these guys first game back because they're going to get on a pitch count basically. But Montgomery was.
I think Alex, you were saying that you would have waited for Jones. I think I probably wouldn't have because of what happened with Montgomery.
Yeah, upside,
that
you're right.
Risk, if you're playing to win the fucking game, then you're going to put the guy in who you drafted to help you win games.
Yeah.
And Aaron Jones, when the last time we saw him, was running back 1.
Yeah.
Number 1 running back. And so it's you got to, if that guy is cleared, and he's been out for a couple weeks, so it's not like he's coming off a short week, for a Thursday game. He's had time. You got to trust it.
Yeah.
They are going to give him the ball. The problem is they said they were going to do that, and they put him in, and then they didn't give him the ball. And that's on the coaching staff, man.
He technically touched the ball. There are more laces on the ball than he had touches. I don't understand.
I wonder if something came up with him during the game. I wonder if one of the first.
That's what I'm wondering. I need to go back and watch it a little more in depth.
They used him on the first drive coming out of the half because they realized that they needed to get their playmaker in there, but then they went away from it. They just needed to either go all in or leave him on the bench for another week. It felt very unsure, and that read.
And it's also the way the defense was playing. The defense was playing a very, very aggressive defense. And they got beat long a couple times doing that. And because I think they wanted to take Aaron Jones out. So I think that's more about how the Lions are playing as well.
Yeah, it's like, we know this proven commodity in Aaron Jones. Let's do a little Bill Belichick and take away their best asset right now.
Yeah, and very well.
And guess what? It worked because they picked him off twice. So
Watson had what seems to be a traditional Christian Watson game, 2 for 20. And we're getting into Thursday night analysis now, but it was super negative game script. They were down 27-3 at the end of the half. I don't know. This is another one where it's like, if your guy's healthy and we're playing him, probably should get more touches.
Yeah. While we're talking Thursday night, Romeo Doubs is try and go get him. I don't know if anyone's going to let him go now after that game. He is the primary target for Love. He's looking for him.
Yeah.
The longer this team plays together, the better they're going to be, man. They have four potential real targets in the passing game, and
5.
Aaron Jones. Well, 5 with Aaron Jones. Yeah, I mean,
it's actually we're talking about Wicks. Like Wicks didn't play a lot, but that dude was also really good these past 3 weeks with Watson out.
Weeks ago,
Super bummed that Musgrave went down with a injury. I was hoping that I put him in, and I was hoping he was going to have a day.
The tight end was a part of the game script because when he went out, they still went to the tight end.
Yeah, they did.
It was still good. It was the right call. It was just
And Love ended up getting you like 16 and a half. If he didn't throw those 2 picks, it's closer to 20.
Yeah.
So bummer. Yeah. He
Lions came out with a good defensive plan, and
man, the Lions look good, man.
Yeah, the Lions are frisky. Their defense is legit for sure, and their offense is obviously putting up points.
I hope that Branch is okay. I don't know what's going on with Branch.
I'm not counting them the ultimate leader or the winner of this division yet. I think Green Bay is, Jordan Love is still in his 3rd game, and they came out in the second half. They're a second half team. They did it last week against the Saints. They look good in the second half. They just couldn't get it together in the first.
Yeah,
so.
I agree. I think they're still the team to beat in the NFC North.
Yeah, one note about that. They had, after the game, it was reported that Aaron Jones went and lit the locker room on fire, being like, we can't start that slow. We're spotting these guys 2 to 3 touchdowns a game, trying to come back. That can't happen. So it's definitely known in their locker room.
Yeah.
They just got to actually show it now.
Yeah. Cowboys lost to the Cardinals. You lose games.
All right. We got to move on. Let's get into the week preview. We've got a London game, ladies and gentlemen. Jacksonville host the Atlanta Falcons.
What a thriller.
Yeah. It will be at 9:30 on the East Coast and even earlier on those poor schmucks on the West Coast.
That is AM, mind you.
I heard 6:30, is when they're 3 hours behind us. So yeah, that's right.
Yeah.
6:30, that's brutal.
Man,
that is
6:30 get up.
I might not make it at 9:30. 6:30.
Yeah.
I'll be working till 3, getting home around 3 o'clock on Saturday. I tomorrow off. Fucking A.
Ooh, look at that.
Yeah.
Look at that.
So this game, I am super nervous just to start with the Jaguars. They have been underperforming, to say the least. Trevor Lawrence is, I think, outside the top 20 at quarterback so far this year. He has 3 touchdowns. Is that correct? We believe that's
something like that. Not good at all.
It's 3 touchdowns in 3 games. Alex, I know I saw you pick up Hustle Man Russell Wilson. Let's ride to play over
all day.
And I think it's a good call.
Yeah, he looks way better than. The thing is, Trevor Lawrence doesn't look bad. He doesn't have any time to throw the ball.
Mhm.
I think he has the fastest time to. He has the least amount of time in the pocket of any quarterback so far this year. I think it's like 2.5 seconds to throw the ball, which is by far the least to throw in the NFL. And so you're just throwing everything quickly, and guys just can't get open that fast. And so they're running the ball a lot more with ETN, and that works. I mean, they're still probably going to win this game, but they just got to find different ways to win because their offensive line looks awful.
Mm-hmm. They are favored in this game.
Oh, I think they'll win the game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And 3.
Over under 43.5 points. So, it seems like there's going to be some decent scoring. I'm on record firmly saying beware Thursday night games because they get weird. Beware the hell out of London games. They get weird. One team might not score. One team might not get down. Things just get so strange in London. So, you still got to play like it's a regular game, but maybe, who knows, maybe Jacksonville receivers actually catch a touchdown this time because they've been missing a few lately.
Yeah. I feel like you have to play Ridley, and it's a revenge game. So it's just AJ Terrell's been looking real good.
Yeah, I've got. I think we talked about this. We'll do a name game with my team, and I think this is kind of people might actually find this useful, not just me talking about my team. Tutu Atwell, Ridley.
Yep.
Yeah, I have him in over him right now. But then Ridley over Mr. Tyler Lockett.
Lockett.
I think I'd still go Lockett.
Wow, that's crazy. I have him there.
It is
too.
crazy. It's crazy.
I have Calvin Ridley at 25. I've got Lockett at 20, and I've got Tutu at 18.
Please say 22 because that'd be hilarious.
22. No, I've got Tutu at 18 over both those guys. Would you rather Tank Dell?
Yes.
Yeah.
Michael Pittman?
Yes.
For sure.
Brandon Ayuk?
Yes. Oh, yeah. No Debo.
If he's healthy. Right now, I've got him still a little high, but yeah, Debo's out. So
Debo's out. It's Ayuk season.
How about Adam Thielen?
Ooh, Ridley, got to go talent.
T. Higgins? Good.
Yeah,
Ridley.
Gotta go.
Ridley.
Oh, I don't know against the against Tennessee though.
That's the area though.
I have them all in between. All of my guys in between 18 and 25. So, which is annoying. Okay, we let's. Anybody else? I think it's a big.
You're starting.
Yeah, we can start Bijan, and that's it. On the
Bijan on the Falcons, Ridley, Etienne, and
Evan Ingram.
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
I'm not starting Trevor Lawrence anytime soon.
Drake London, anyone?
No.
London and
I don't even know. Oh, I like that. I don't know if it gets into even my if you're desperate territory.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. All right, let's move on.
Yep.
Ravens Browns 1:00 game. The total is 4. Ravens
that line over under is too high. Over under is too high.
I agree.
I would take the home dog here.
Yeah.
Browns have been the best defense in the league. They are incredible.
Browns are Brown though.
They're allowing 160 total yards a game right now.
One note on that though is that Deshaun's not practicing right now. Got a bum shoulder apparently. I haven't seen anything saying he's not going to play, but he's not practiced the past couple.
Oh, then I might play. I might bet the Browns then.
You're starting Ford. You are starting
Cooper. Elijah Moore, wide receiver 3, 4.
Yeah. I mean,
flex spot.
The defense is just so good. I would be nervous, but you could. If you're the wide receiver 3 or a flex on a wide receiver 3, you could think about it, but I don't know.
Yeah, I'm not starting Elijah Moore until I see it.
I have Lamar at 10. I'm real nervous about his.
Yeah, no, absolutely.
If I was a stronger man, I would take him outside of my top 10, but I think he's probably right there. His rushing might save him on the day.
Yeah, that's why I've got him 9 right there. There's so much unknown on the running back side of the shop, and I think he's going to get 60, 70 rushing yards just scrambling
Yeah.
because Myles Garrett is probably going to eat that offensive line entirely alive. And I think you start Mark Andrews, and I think that's it.
Zay Flowers would probably start.
I have Zay Flowers,
but
his A.dot's just so short. Like he's going to get catches. I mean,
Yeah.
you're not looking at boom, but you're going to see like 10, 12 points.
Yeah,
he's a target monster in that.
That's what I'm saying. His A.dot's so it's so yeah.
All right, we can move on. Bengals Titans.
All the receivers for the Bengals. Yeah. Even Boyd's high.
Boyd,
I
was going to say Boyd is
Boyd tie.
probably a wide receiver 3.
Yeah, flex wide receiver 3.
Yeah,
I'm going to go out on a limb and say it's safe to start Joe Burrow.
Yep.
Because if we're banking on the receivers, and to be clear, I'm not high on him. I've got him 12th right now, so he's just barely a starter in 12-team leagues. But
if you're holding him, if you have him at all, if you're not going to play him against the Titans, you're not going to play him. Like it's
right.
It doesn't make sense to have him at all if you're not going to play him against the Titans.
More interesting conversation. Do you start any Titans?
Nope.
Not even Derrick Henry.
No.
I have him.
I don't like Derrick Henry at all right now.
I don't like him at all. I have him at 20.
He's not even playing half the snaps.
Yeah, he's making me real. I have him at 22, man. If you probably don't have a better option, and you probably have to play him.
You probably have to play him if you draft him,
but be very. Don't expect much. If you've got an upside guy that you like better, I'd go with that.
Yeah. Bengals defense look good.
Yeah, I have him 12 right now, and I desperately want to take a stand on this, but I'm going to weasel out and say I need to drop him because 12's too high.
Yeah.
I'd rather play Dameon Pierce than him. I'd rather play James Cook. No, James Cook. I haven't moved him yet. I would rather Jerome Ford, James Conner, even in a bad matchup, but Conner just gets shit done.
Mm-hmm. Kyron Williams or Derrick Henry?
Oh, Kyron Williams.
Kyron, catches PPR for sure. Yeah.
Josh Jacobs for Derrick Henry.
Josh Jacobs has a good matchup this week, though.
Yeah. I'll go Jacobs.
All right. I have Josh Jacobs top 10 play this week. I think he finally gets right. Finally, if he doesn't get right this week, then I'm real nervous.
Yeah,
because he's going against the Chargers. So he should catch 5 to 7 balls, especially, and also Pretty Boy is in concussion protocol still. Garoppolo, that is.
Oh,
Hoyer season, baby.
All right, here we go. We're moving on. Broncos Bears.
Excited about this one.
Yeah. Oh yeah.
Justin Fields is maybe a potential start this year. Maybe he might actually get his.
If you're holding him, start him. Why is he in your roster if you're not starting him against the Broncos?
Well, because last year he was bad up until this, or even later than this, and I think that there is a world where he gets right. But this is, if you have him, you probably don't have a better option. But I do, for instance. I will be playing Anthony Richardson over him.
Oh yeah, all day.
Yeah.
So
I just had the image of Doctor Strange in Endgame where he just holds up the one, like this is the one situation that they could actually beat Thanos. I don't think this is it. Please don't start Justin Fields.
I have him outside my top 12, but he may not have a better option. So
yeah,
I want him to be good as much as anybody else. I've spent a ton of time talking about him. I've got him at 19 this week. Don't start him.
Yeah.
I mean, like
not until you see it.
Russell Wilson is probably on your waiver wire still. So Alex,
not on ours.
No, I mean, but like Alex did, go pick him up and play him over.
Yeah.
I have Russell as a top 10 play.
Yeah.
And you got to think that defense is not going to get any better anytime soon. They're going to be chucking the ball for a while.
Yeah.
Yeah. You'll let those points sit on your bench and don't feel bad if he puts up 24 because that's a sign that things are coming.
Yeah. Yeah.
Better than 8.
It's not
Yeah.
God, yes. You are starting Javonte Williams.
Yes, I love that mismatch.
You are starting. What do you think about the wide receivers? You starting Sutton?
Sutton. I'm not touching Judy until something's wrong. Like I just this hamstring.
He
He's
actually had
broken.
like
It looks like.
over 13 points last week.
Yeah, but did you like the games? It's because the game script was that because they were getting absolutely obliterated, and it might be this way again. But I don't see the Bears putting up as many points. Sutton's the number one there. Mims is your Deshaun Jackson, like he could give you 30 or could give you 0, and then Judy's going to be like max give you 15 points or 0. So
I don't remember.
it's all about how you feel about upside and stuff like that.
I saw a little podcast clip. I was scrolling on Bleacher Report, and I saw that someone was talking about Mims, that they were stirring things up in that locker room, and that he might be getting a lot more targets this week. So just yeah. So I saw it on Bleacher Report. It was on another podcast.
Mhm.
The guy said he was at their facility, and they were saying that they're going to try and get him the ball a lot more. So
Yeah, I mean he's electric. Yeah,
Yeah.
so fast.
Yeah, I don't have a problem starting Mims in your flex if you can. This is actually one of the higher over-unders on the week at 46 points.
Oh yeah, so I didn't. Yeah,
Yeah,
So
both
again,
sides are going to be airing it out and praying,
yeah.
and
No matter how I feel about Judy, if you have him, you got to play him.
Yeah.
Because why else do you have him if you're not playing against the Bears?
it's 44.5. I have.
I see him at 46, so we might be
really?
on different.
I'm looking at the one you sent me.
Well, they say 46.
Are you sure you're not looking Rams Colts?
Nope, that's 46 too. Are you sure you're not looking at Rams Colts?
Yeah, I am looking at Rams Colts. On the Bears side, you could probably play DJ in your flex.
I'm so glad I got rid of him. I hate having him on my team.
That's a headache, but I think he's playable.
You got it. I mean, well, he's getting certain treatment, so it might not be.
Yeah. It's at home, so that's something, right?
Hey, there's some positivity coming.
Broncos, they're home dogs, though. Broncos are still favored.
Yeah, they should be. Bears are bad.
Let's move on.
Caleb season.
Rams Colts.
This is going to be another fun one, I think.
Oh, yeah. Kyron, Puka, Tutu.
Uh-huh. Do you start Stafford?
No. And not until
You can't.
on the touchdowns.
Right, yeah. Yeah, not yet. And then
here's the thing about the Rams. Are you trying to trade Puka to any
Something's wrong with
the owners of
Cooper Kupp?
No. I mean, let's say give you something really good for him.
Let's give Cooper Kupp.
The way he's talking, he ain't coming back. Week 5 at least. He's saying that they're hopefully, like really words like hopefully he will. He's trying to. It's a nerve injury. You have no idea when that's going to. Like that could be all season. That could be tomorrow. Like it's just you don't know.
Yeah.
And I want Puka. I think Puka's going to be good even with Kupp in. So
I've heard mixed reviews on that. I've heard
that's what I'm interested to see, and it's very similar to the
Atwell's more of their field stretcher, so his job might be more secure than Puka's.
Well, they'll all three have. It'll be like when they had Kupp, Cooks, and Woods. Puka will go to the Woods role. Kupp will say his role, and then Tutu will go to the position.
Yeah, we'll see.
If there's anything about Sean McVay, he's a very predictable coach, as we all know. I'm joking entirely. I have no clue what he's going to do. But I think you got to hold on to Puka as long as you can, unless somebody comes in and offers you, for him.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah,
awesome.
I would think of him as being like the top 12 guy, and someone gives you a top 12 price for him, and then that's when you trade.
Yeah.
I don't know. I think I'm a little bit more skeptical. I think he would be a great sell high.
Sure.
Because I don't know if it's going to get any better than what he's given you.
You feel?
I don't think it's going to get better than that either. But it might.
Well, he's already like last week he salvaged his day with that one last throw, catch,
right?
Which obviously you can't negate. But it looked last week. It was like, whoa, this is a little bit more of the Atwell, and that's going to happen with fans.
Yeah.
I'm very interested to see what happens this game. Who he's throwing the ball to?
It'll be Puka. Puka. This is going to be a blow up Puka game. I guarantee it. Nico Collins crushed that Colts secondary, and Puka's playing that same sort of role.
Yeah, and that game last week was a rock fight.
Yeah,
very clearly from start to finish. And the nice thing about Puka is a down game for him is still 12.2 points because
Yeah.
he won 22 points first game and 30 the second game.
Yeah.
So if your down game is 12, I can live with that.
Yeah, no, for sure. That's not going to kill your week.
And today,
On the Colts, Anthony Richardson, smash start. I have his top 5
Yep.
play.
Mhm.
Pittman.
Yep. Downs is like a
He's-
wide receiver
he's
3 or
consideration.
4.
The only
Yeah.
problem, we talked about this yesterday, is that his usage was much more with Gardner Minshew.
Yeah, you gotta see it with.
Yeah.
I
But
agree.
he still had, I think, 6 or 7 targets with Anthony
Anderson.
Richardson. I put Anthony and Richardson Anderson.
Mr. Anderson.
Mr. Anderson. Yeah, I think that's pretty much it for that game slate. Let's go to Bills Dolphins. This one, 50 points.
Oh, everyone you have in that. Gabe Davis, throw him in.
Yep.
A-Chain's flex.
The tight ends for the Bills, potentially both of them.
Yeah, yeah.
That's a good question. I like Knox. Knox is like a 3 catch and a touchdown kind of guy.
Yeah.
Feel like
I mean, it's also tight end, so
Bills
I'd rather be
favored in this game, and I'm surprised. I
Who
think
is-
they're going to be, the Bills are
I
favored.
think they're banking on the defense slowing them down a little bit.
yeah.
Yeah. Good luck. I
Yeah,
think
yeah,
the Bills
right.
are going to be trying to keep up with them.
Yeah.
I think so too. I think they're going to be,
Which
which
is
is
why
why
I
I'm so
think-
high on James Cook this week, because
Yep.
I think they're going to be throwing a lot. I think you might
Yeah.
see Josh Allen throw the ball 50 times this week.
Yeah. Also, Josh Allen, when he has to get into catch-up mode, he throws picks like a madman.
Yeah.
I mean,
What are you talking about? He only had 4 picks in that game a couple weeks ago.
I'm sure he's leading the NFL in interceptions
Oh, no.
at this point.
Yeah.
I think he has 6. Oof.
Hmm.
He had 2 last week, didn't he? I don't know.
I will
That doesn't matter. Yeah.
tell you. Week 1 last week, so he's only got 4 and 1 fumble. God, that
Okay.
week 1 was a rough time.
Oof.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you're starting all of your Dolphins as well.
Mhm.
All of them.
No. Yeah. A-Chain, you got to see what he's doing.
Yeah, I'm not starting him because I thought he'd be better, but I mean, I think I have him at like 24 or something.
You throw him in the flex. I'm not scared of that.
Yeah.
I'm not starting him over over Zach Moss.
Right? Yeah.
I have him at 29, so yeah, he's a flex play for me.
Yeah, I've got him a little higher. I think I've got him 25, but yeah, same range. You're
I just think it's
your
so
flex.
many plays. There's so many plays that are going to happen. So
It's just opportunity.
there's
Yeah.
so much opportunity. And it's
Exactly.
such a good off. Might be one of the best offenses we've ever seen. So
Yeah. It's fun.
It really would not shock me. I wish I'd thought of this days ago. If this is going to be a similar situation to what the Panthers had way back when you had your Jonathan Stewart and who was the other one?
Taylor Mitchell. Yeah.
He will.
Yeah, I think you could see that happen again in Miami, where they're both 1,000-ish yard rushers, very viable in fantasy.
Yep.
And you can't predict who's going to have the big game, but they're still worth throwing in the starting lineup.
Yeah.
Yep.
You're gonna
All right.
if you can. Honestly, I have all 3 in our New York league. I like that because they're all injury prone, and if one goes down, just start the other 2.
I think Gabe Davis is a flex play.
Interesting flex.
Yes, absolutely, 1,000%.
Probably interesting DFS play too.
Yeah, absolutely.
Trying to find him in my rank.
Cook, 1,000%.
All right, let's move on. You're playing as many of these
Yeah, everybody in this game that you have, play.
Vikings, Panthers.
You're
Oh,
playing everybody in this game as well.
pretty much.
Yeah. Over under is 44. Vikings.
It should be way more than that. There's 2 bad defenses.
Yeah. The only thing that makes me nervous is that Young's got to have a good game here.
If he doesn't have a good game, then you get worried. He played some pretty good defenses early on. Like Falcons had a good defense and Saints had a good defense.
Yeah, I just hope they get him going with some easy stuff early. Like just get him in rhythm, get him on some easy stuff, and then start opening up the offense a little bit as the game goes.
It's so easy to say easy stuff, but when you're playing the Falcons defense, the Saints defense, there's a lot of easy stuff to be had.
No, I mean for this game.
I understand what you're saying. Yeah.
I'm not saying previous. I mean, you get. I think.
Yeah, you Thielen and Hurst, and you connect on your first 5 or 7 passes.
Yep.
And DJ Chark looks real good right now.
Comment to DJ Chark. Yeah.
Start DJ Chark if you're in a 12 league. Or
12 team.
yeah,
Wide receiver
receiver.
3 flex.
Yeah.
I think.
I like him a lot in this game, and I like Thielen revenge game.
Again, I would like it a lot better if it was the red rifle, honestly, but
1,000%. Yeah.
it would it's still okay.
Let me ask our resident Kitty Lit podcast hoster here. What's up with Miles Sanders this week?
I am nervous, but he's against Minnesota, so if he's playing, you got to play him. But he doesn't look to have that burst. I think he is hurt. I think he's playing through injury, and I don't know if it's a groin. That's a bad move that we're still playing him. But so I don't think that's what it is. I bet he has some sort of ligament issue or something like that. The way he looks, he just doesn't look as explosive as he did early on in the season. I hope we see more Chuba.
Yeah.
Fair.
Anyone else you want to talk about in this?
Do we see Cam Akers today or this weekend?
Yeah, but who cares?
Yeah, I think they ease him in, so we'll see. I'm still starting Alexander Madison.
Mm-hmm.
He's. I mean, it's just a barren wasteland for a running back. He's still an RB2. He's barely an RB2 for me, but he is. Our defense sucks, so I think he'll catch.
Yeah, but he also sucks. So
yeah, well, he also sucked last week, and he got 17 fantasy points.
Well, he didn't share the backfield last week.
I would love to see the numbers on his backup because he got a little bit of run.
Ty Chandler didn't get any run.
Didn't do anything.
Did he not?
I think so.
He played one snap.
More than that, but whatever.
Anyway,
I still think he's playable. Is what I'm saying.
Yeah, sure. Yeah, I mean, once you get running back like 18, you're like,
that's what I mean. You playing Devon A-Chain or Alexander Madison?
Yeah, A-Chain. I went the upside.
It's not a horrible call.
Yeah, I don't mind that at all.
Matt Breida or Alexander Madison?
Oh, Alexander Madison. Breida is also
that one for sure.
He's donezo.
Yeah.
All right.
I do want to call out KJ Osborne as a potential.
Play for absolutely.
I had him on my waiver list for earlier in the week that we didn't get to all of it, but you need a wide receiver 3 or 4. Go look.
Oh yeah, we're rolling out Troy Hill as our corner. Nogel sent that thing about Action Jackson looking not good at all at corner. Like and we lost Xavier Woods. Like our cornerback situation our secondary situation is not good. You play. I like all pass catchers for Vikings.
Yeah. 25% owned. He's very likely available in your league if you need a flex play.
Yep. Okay, let's move to Steelers Texans.
Yeah, everyone in this game too.
Clipping this along a little bit because we still got a good minutes to go. Steelers Texans. Are we starting any of the running backs here? Najee Harris.
The Texans have the worst run defense in the league. If Najee Harris does not perform, you cut him. There's nothing else you can do. You have to cut him. He's done after this game if he doesn't.
I have both of them in the 30s. I have him at 34 and Jalen Warren at 36 because he had a good matchup last week too, and he didn't do anything.
That's what I'm saying. This is the last week to play Najee in any sense. If he does not do anything this week, he is done. He goes to waivers. He is not worth owning.
That is harsh but fair, sir. I've got them ranked right next to each other, 28 and 29. I really like Jalen Warren better.
I like Warren. Yeah, Warren's explosive.
Back to the flex play. If you need a flex option and he's on your bench, I think I'm starting him in a league. This might even be in our New York league.
Yeah, I think I've won too low.
You start him, but if he doesn't perform, it's like a Joshua Kelly situation. It's like, all right, I'm just not gonna deal with him anymore.
Yeah.
All righty. On the other side of the ball,
any Pickens. So Pickens, Pickens definitely.
You start Pickens.
Austin Eyebrowers.
Freiermuth.
You're starting Freiermuth.
Yep.
Texans. Nico Atwell or not Atwell. Dell.
Yep.
And Pierce. And honestly, Stroud.
Yeah.
Stroud in my top 12. Yep. I like him a lot this week.
Love it.
Yeah.
Even though that defense is decent against the pass, they're kind of in the middle. So
do you play either defense in this game?
No.
Don't think so?
Yeah, I think it's a shootout. I like the
40.
Steelers.
I love
the Steelers.
I'm in on
The
it.
Steelers, I like they can score points, like they can get like pick sixes and stuff, like they generate turnovers. But that they just had Devontae Adams and Myers just eat them alive in the secondary, and I think that Dell and Nico did the same thing.
Yep. All right. Bucks Saints.
No one except for
I'm starting Alvin Kamara.
Yeah, welcome back, Alvin. We're ready for you, buddy. We need you.
I'm not starting White.
No.
I think that's going to be
Saints are.
I mean, volume, but
tough sledding. Yeah, he might. But I mean, even if I think it's.
If you had him or Madison, I'm saying White.
Yeah,
I don't know about that. I don't know.
Absolutely.
I think White
matchup.
I'm just talking about volume.
Matchup.
White, you're looking for that like 4th down, 1 yard shove into the end zone. That's where you're going to get your points with him against the Saints defense. Their whole deal is to stop the run, and then for Marshawn Lattimore to make Mike Evans cry.
Yeah, Mike Evans.
You're not going to get a whole lot out of Tampa Bay this week.
Evans is a flex play at best. Super nervy, but you probably have to play him.
Olave is like a top 5 player for me. Jameis is top 10, and then Raheem Shaheed DFS or
hell yeah.
We'll see what happens. Like maybe your flex.
Yeah,
I don't know, but desperation. Say your team is pretty good and it's like you're solid all across the board, and you just want to like stomp on somebody's head. He could easily have 25 points this game.
I don't mind him in a 12-team flex.
Yeah, me neither.
Do that. Yeah.
He also could not get the ball at all because
Jameis
Winston could throw 3 picks trying to get him the ball.
Very true.
No one needs that kind of pessimism.
No, I'm just saying he's a DFS play. I wouldn't recommend throwing him in.
Yeah, I don't recommend it, but it's like
you're a deep league.
If you're like feeling frisky.
Yeah, I often am.
Any other Saints running backs you're starting or thinking about starting?
No, I don't think so.
Yep. All right.
Maybe Tony Jones. I think Tony Jones takes a work, but I would not unless you're in like a 16-team league and you are just hurt.
Yeah. No.
All right, moving on. Commanders at Eagles. 4.5.
This is going to be where we kick the Commanders down to like college football because it's going to be a bad time for them, man.
Yeah.
They're not going to have fun.
Their secondary, the Eagles, Eagles can't. They can be able to run the ball at all. Brian Robinson. Brian Robinson. I don't like at all in this game. Carter is a monster. I don't know where he came from. The second year, right? Second year tackles aren't this good, and he is a monster. I don't want to run the ball at all. Is he a rookie?
Yeah.
No. Oh my God, he's.
Yeah, 9th
insanely good.
2023 draft. Played for a very little known school. You guys may have heard
Georgia.
UGA.
Yeah. Universally hated by just about everybody outside of Athens and Atlanta, but otherwise, he seems like he's an okay player.
He is an unbelievable player, and like Hargrave is still better, but I mean they didn't have to pay. They let him go because they knew that this dude was like,
I got a 9th overall. Nice,
so good.
That defense.
But I like pass catchers for the Commanders because they're gonna have to keep up. They're gonna be throwing the ball.
You just hope my guy St.
Their offensive line is brutal, man.
They put 32 points up against Eagles last year, so I think they're not scared of the Eagles defense.
Sam Howell is on pace to be sacked more than anybody else in NFL history this year.
Yeah.
That is not good.
A lot of that's on him, though. Like, he is not stepping up in the pocket. He freaks out too much.
He's been sacked 19 times in 3 games.
Oh.
Yeah, him.
Oh.
It's not good.
Yeah.
It's not good. Poor guy.
I honestly think that the Commanders might have a good. This might be their breakout. Nobody's going to go for like 25 points, but I think I could see Dotson and McLaurin having a decent day, and Logan Thomas.
Yeah,
Logan Thomas is healthy. I like Logan.
Their second.
They're going to be playing from behind. They're going to be throwing the ball. They have an excellent run defense, so they're not going to be able to. The Eagles aren't going to be able to work the clock like they have done against everybody else. So I think that. Eagles will get some big plays. I think you see Devonta Smith. If he's sick, weird. But if he plays, then I think he has one huge like long. I think they're gonna beat him long a couple times, but I don't think Swift's gonna have the day that he's been having.
Yeah, were we nervous about Swift?
No.
I still have him as a middle.
Not nervous.
I have him as 15.
Yeah, not nervous. I would say that he's probably going to get you 15 points just by volume.
Yeah, I don't think I'm too nervous about him.
No, you're playing Swift.
No, you're for sure playing him.
Yeah, just volume.
Anyone on the Eagles? How are we feeling about Goddard?
No, I don't want to touch Goddard right now. He doesn't look good.
I'm going to let
He looks
Goddard have
slow.
another game. Yeah.
Yeah, he looks.
I need to see it from him. I have him on my bench for our main league, and I played Musgrave over him. Unfortunately, Musgrave got a concussion.
You made the right call, though.
I still like that call. Yeah.
Yeah, it just sucks.
I
I would love to see him do well. I would love to see him do well because he was drafted. I didn't actually draft him. I picked him up off waivers, which is wild. I guess that kind of tells you where the state of people's mindset is on him. Yeah.
Yeah.
Now,
Right.
I will say just a quick note on Goddard. He's gotten 7 targets the past each game, the past 2 games, so that the balls are being thrown his way. Just not doing a ton with them yet. So at least like the target share at the moment.
Yeah.
Brian Robinson, I'm very nervous about.
Yes.
For this game, I have him outside of my top 24.
Yeah.
I have him at 26, but I think that's probably too high. Honestly, I think he's just gonna have a rough day.
He's gonna get volume, but man, yeah. This might be a Gibson game. This might be a first like game that you see.
He can hold on to the ball.
Yeah. He's got Gibson has like a 15% target share still, so he might be like a buy low. Honestly,
I dropped him.
I think he's. I mean, pick up for free.
In a 10-team league, no. Yeah, you're not holding on to him, but he might be a
even
buy low at a 12-team.
Yeah, I can't remember if I kept him in my other league either. Anything else on this game?
I think we're good.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, Logan Thomas if he plays.
Yeah, I said Logan Thomas.
Did you already say? Sorry.
Yeah.
Okay. Raiders Chargers.
Beep.
Not all at once now.
Devontae Adams and Myers, you can't not start.
Oh my God.
Josh Jacobs. We already talked about Josh Jacobs. Depends where you have him. I mean, if you have 2 better options, but you probably don't, so you got to play Jacobs.
Are we nervous that Garoppolo misses this game? No. Who's the back?
It's not like he's making insane throws. He's making like throws within the offense.
Right.
And Hoyer's a perfectly capable.
Oh yeah,
backup.
Hoyer's
not
back up
concerned.
there.
Yeah.
That's swapping in the same guy.
This is the tied for the second largest over under. It's a 50.
Oh yeah, you want to start everybody in this game.
They're going to be in this game.
Yeah, I think it's over 50 burger.
Yeah.
I would be.
That's the dream, baby. It's what we want.
Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Joshua Kelly, if Eckler doesn't play, I actually
Palmer
may still do it.
Oh man,
But if Eckler's going to play, I think Eckler's putting some things out there that looks like he's going to play.
Let's do a quick Palmer name game.
Oh,
ready?
Yep.
Let's start with DeAndre Hopkins.
Ooh, Palmer.
Jordan Addison.
Palmer.
Chris Godwin.
Palmer.
Mike Evans.
Evans, the guy with talent.
I'm going Palmer.
I don't hate that call.
It's a shoot.
I don't hate that call, but
Marquise Brown.
Brown, 3 targets.
Yeah, but he's got a tough matchup.
Yeah, he's still going to get targeted like crazy. He's still so
fast. Yeah. Nico Collins.
Nico, easy. Yeah.
Christian Kirk.
Palmer probably on that.
Palmer, yeah.
Zay Flowers.
Palmer.
He's going to get 2 targets.
So we're high 20s ish.
Yeah.
He's a flex. He's a flex play. Yeah. Solid flex play.
Yeah.
Right.
Now,
I wish I fucking had him.
That leads me to my question of, do we think it's Palmer or do we think they try and lean on Quentin Johnston a little bit?
Palmer for now.
Yeah.
Oh, absolutely for now. Yeah.
Quentin Johnston at the end of the year. Also, Quentin Johnston just might not be that good.
Waivers. That's what we talked about on waivers. Quentin Johnston's is stashed for towards the end of the year as they, I think he's now been fast tracked, but this is exactly why they drafted him because this happens every year. It goes down with something.
Yeah.
And they have to throw him in. So I definitely.
Yeah, it's obvious
he's
with
the cash. He should be owned in every league. He should be owned.
Yeah. Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
But you don't play him this week.
No. All right. On anybody else that we're missing? What's the last on Eckler?
He posted a picture of himself. Like he's doing like all these little things that's showing that I think it's playing.
Yeah. Last I saw on him, he is sprinting in straight lines, but cutting and turning is a little bit of an issue. So still
jumping up and down.
Yeah.
Today's practice report. Look at today's practice report.
Yep. Friday practice report. Just monitor over the weekend.
Yep.
Anybody else we want to talk about here?
If Eckler doesn't play, I think
can't
with the state of running back with the highest scoring game as this is, I think you got to play Kelly.
Ooh,
As
God.
sucky as that sounds,
Yeah.
I feel like you have to. I mean, I think he's like a RB 20, so you might have better options. But if you don't, it's not a bad play.
That makes me hurt.
I'll play him in my dynasty league where we have the 25 teams.
You kind of have to.
Player roster.
Yeah, I just he just whenever you have to rely on him, he's just terrible.
But
whenever like Eckler's playing, he'll spell him for a couple series and then he'll have a touchdown.
Yeah. This is the way.
Yeah, that's annoying.
Yep.
Any tight ends that we like?
I mean, you can always go
Parham.
no.
Parham, Mister. I don't catch unless it's a touchdown. Gerald Everett, if you read
Gerald Everett,
but
it's interesting, but
decent amount. He's just not getting the targets in the red zone because of Parham. If Parham didn't exist, I'd think he'd be a smash.
Yeah. And there's a reason they're not going after Everett. Maybe because Parham can't catch and Everett can't catch.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It'd be fun to look at May though this week. I think May might have a decent day, and it might push him towards being relevant.
Would you say it's a May day?
And we're going to move on to the Cardinals and 49ers.
That's how you segue, folks. That's how it's done in podcasting.
Ayuk season. No Debo, already out.
Yeah,
Debo is out. I missed that. Okay.
Oh no, he's trending to being out, but yeah, he's not going to play.
But it's like very, very likely.
Very doubtful. Yeah.
Which means you're hoping for a big day from Kittle, McCaffrey. Yeah.
All three of those guys.
I wonder if it makes Mitchell. I wonder if it makes Mitchell a little bit more interesting too.
No.
I think Mitchell.
Right.
I think Mitchell could be in line for the 7 or 8 points he got you last week.
Yeah, no upside.
I think you're looking. I think you're
he's a handcuff.
Heavy McCaffrey and Ayuk game. And
I don't know why they don't use him more. It's for how smart Shanahan is. It's like, do you want to run McCaffrey into the ground week 4?
Do you know how much hell we would raise if Elijah Mitchell got 15 carries?
No, but I'm just for a football standpoint, it doesn't make any sense that they don't use him more. I for McCaffrey owners and all that, obviously for fantasy, it's great, but he's not getting younger.
I think he gets a fair amount of snaps. I just don't think he gets a lot of carries.
It is strange though, because Shanahan has traditionally not been like a huge bell cow guy, but he also hasn't had somebody in McCaffrey's caliber.
Yeah.
McCaff Daddy, shout out to our boy Trey Flaherty on that one. Anyway, that's all I got on them.
Cardinals, you're still starting Connor, you're starting Hollywood, and
San Francisco.
maybe Ertz.
Not against San Francisco.
Ertz? No. Yeah, they have a great linebacking core.
And McBride's starting to kind of take into that.
No Ertz. But those two probably.
Yeah.
How about Downs? Anyone?
Dobbs? No, I'm not that brave.
Dobbs?
I was like, Downs? Josh Downs?
Yeah.
So,
different team, but
no, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
Hey, we said that against the Cowboys.
We did. And
sure. All right, fine. Start him. I don't care. You're going to lose. Start him.
No, I just, let's see, 49ers, 14-point favorites.
Yeah.
That's got to be the biggest of the week. Oh, yeah. Well, I'm secretly rooting for the Cardinals to just keep.
Secretly, I'm openly rooting for the Cardinals.
Yeah, parts, baby. Let's do it.
But yeah, it's just funny. They keep surprising people. They keep surprising people. All right, let's move on. Pats, Cowboys.
3 more games. I hate this game.
Cowboys.
I hate this game.
Anyone on the
CD?
Patriots? Are you playing anyone on the Patriots? Maybe.
No.
I don't think you're playing anyone on the Patriots, and I think you're only playing CD and Pollard and the Dallas defense, and that's where you said end on that one.
You said that you liked Hunter Henry this week.
I like him this week, but man, it's fine. Play Hunter Henry. I don't hate that.
Do you know?
That's the way they're going to attack them. They're going to go Gesicki and Henry. If they're going to get yards, they're going to go tight ends.
Yep.
What were you asking?
That was it. CD.
Pollard.
You guys already said.
Ferguson too. Ferguson's getting a lot of targets. I'd play Ferguson for sure.
Are they?
He's top
how
10
are
for me.
Patriots against? Are the Patriots good against the Titans?
They're not. They're good against everybody, but they have excellent corners, and that's where they make their. They'll give you everything underneath, and I think that Ferguson could walk away with. Like,
Ferguson could, get like 3 catches for 24 yards and a touchdown.
Right. Yeah,
That's kind of
this
what
game
he's
is
been
entirely going to be which defense lets up a little bit more, and the Cowboys just have the slightly better. Well, not slightly. They have the better offense.
Yeah.
So
Mm.
I think you're looking at Dallas.
Also, there's some weird stuff coming out with Mac Jones. I don't know what it is, but like Colin Cowherd said something about that they're hearing something not good at all coming out for Mac Jones, and they're not ready to talk about it yet.
Mm.
But
Injury
It has
wise,
nothing
or
to do
just
with-
no, like being like a problem, like being like a like I don't know. I don't want to speculate, but they're saying that there's not good things happening with Mac Jones.
We all saw him cup check Garrett Wilson last week. Yeah, just tagged him right in the tenders. Great.
Oh yeah, no, it was Sauce Gardner.
Oh, was it Sauce? Oh yeah. Either way.
Yeah, they don't play offense against offense. They play offense against
Well, you never know. You don't know what's going to happen. I know what I'm talking about on this podcast.
Didn't have to do him so dirty.
Really, that's happened too.
We'll move on. How dirty the Chiefs are going to be to the Jets
See, Diane.
on
Oh
Sunday
man.
Night Football.
Da-da-da-da.
Oh God, the Jets.
Is that the right one?
Swifties
I'm surprised. David loves talking about it. Are you a Swiftie?
No, but it's just hilarious. It makes me so happy when stuff like this happens.
I'm surprised that this is not a bigger line or spread. Sorry, it's 7.5.
Yeah, that should be way higher.
I was like, if
no,
Cardinals
it's like
49ers is 14, how is the Jets Chiefs only 7.5? I know the defense is good, but I don't know.
Is it? It hasn't looked that great lately.
Just from what I'm seeing on,
Because they're on the field all the fucking time.
yeah, they're 30th against tight end. So sure, expect Kelsey to have a monster game. Here.
Yeah.
I don't know about 7.5.
I am sorely tempted to do Kelsey 2 touchdowns.
Yeah,
I would see how much that is, and I bet it's probably less than you actually think.
you can probably get right on that one.
Yeah.
I bet it's like probably like plus 700, maybe even less.
Yeah. Kelsey Mahomes. That's it.
Yeah, they're gonna crush. They're gonna crush.
Mm-hmm.
I tried to stay away from Pacheco if I could.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask. The Jets do have a good D line.
Yes, I'm saying.
Williams is a monster.
If they get up, Pacheco could, but yeah.
He can fall in the end zone. That's about it.
Yeah, I think I'm staying away if I can. But if you have to, not the worst thing in the world.
Yeah.
Jets? You're playing any Jets?
I think you have
Garrett
to
Wilson?
start Garrett Wilson, just like.
Oh, Davis, don't do it! I set you up. Stop it! Stop it!
Because do you have a better option?
Yes, you have a better option. This guy's on the fucking waiver wire.
I would take Garrett Wilson over Palmer. I've been looking for the bet all day, and we found it.
I was being the Elmo meme, Bernie.
I saw it.
God,
a little elephant over your right shoulder.
What do you want to shot bet? Here we go. Shot bet.
Yeah, that's why I'm here, baby. Let's do it.
All right, fine.
Palmer
over Garrett Wilson.
No, Alec. That's not the rule.
Well, I think shot then bet.
Oh, so why not?
You fucking alky.
What else?
when you're unemployed, man.
Yeah.
Oh
God, you guys.
You would be too if it happened to you.
Straight up fantasy points. Palmer over Wilson.
As opposed to,
I don't know, yards, whatever. There's many ways to gauge success, maybe. General good looks, I don't know.
It's a football podcast. A fantasy podcast, right?
Yeah.
Oh. Not. Yeah. Palmer, I will take over Garrett Wilson.
Write it down.
Please write it down. Tattoo on your forehead.
I'm gonna put it in my journal.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Today, Mason made a stupid bet.
I laughed about it later.
Yeah.
I wrote it in my journal. I laughed about it later.
Wait, who did I make that? Is it just me against you two? Is that what's happening here?
No, well, Alex is going to.
Sure, I'll be a part of it too. Do we want to take a guy too? What guy would you want me to go? What should I take?
A three-way bet here? Is that what's happening?
So I'm a three-way all day, baby.
Oh, girl. Well,
Who do you want me to take? Nico?
see, I'd still take Nico over both of them.
Okay. Let me look at my rankings real fast.
You can have Jerry Judy.
Yeah, because I love Jerry Judy this week. DJ Chark. I'll take DJ Chark. I'll even take DJ Chark.
Oh God, Alex,
I know. I'll take it. I do not think Wilson's gonna have a good.
I honestly,
I don't think he is either, but I don't think the other guys are.
Yeah,
DJ
let's go
Chark-
DJ Chark. Just out of the top of my head, I just said DJ Chark.
That's funny. That is funny.
Sure.
Alex,
What else we got to do?
Dave is going to be taking 2 shots on.
Am I gonna take a shot? Oh no!
All right, let's move on. Seahawks Giants.
Okay.
Last game.
I like Waller a little bit.
He said hesitantly.
Yeah. I just gotta.
You're starting.
I'm just glad I don't have him.
You're not
So I
starting
would play him.
JSN. You're starting the other 2 wide receivers for the
Yep.
Seahawks.
Walker.
Walker.
Star Walker. Yeah.
I would start trading for Charbonnet. I would start trading.
I'm trying, man. I'm trying my best.
Yeah.
No one's selling.
I think Daniel Jones is actually a sneaky start here.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah.
And
Oh yeah. I mean, Andy Dalton just carved this defense up. So like,
45 over under 45 and a half. Sorry.
I talked about it a little bit. Paris Campbell. It'd be interesting. I would play him, but DFS. I think that'd be really.
Yeah.
I think this might be his like. He's slowly gaining more and more and more targets. I think he had like 7 targets last game. I think that he's emerging himself, but Wan'Dale Robinson is still there. So those 2 guys, somebody's going to emerge, but we just don't know who it is yet.
I think Waller finally has a good game here. I agree.
Yeah,
Said
yeah.
that? I don't remember.
I think if anybody's going to, it's going to be Waller. I don't think
Yeah.
Saquon plays
No,
as
he's
much as I
definitely
would
not
like for him to. To your point, Alex, Paris has had 6 targets each of the last 2 games. His points per game are going up a little bit.
Yeah,
But
somebody's got to emerge. I mean,
Yeah.
it's just how it's got to be. And he's on the field all the time. So it's Wan'Dale came back though, and he was first came back last week. So one of those 2 guys is going to be it. I'd probably roster one of them and just see what happens.
this also appears to be the tightest line of the week, along with the Rams and Colts.
1.5.
Yeah, I like Giants here actually. It's in New York, right?
I think the Giants just need a bit too.
Giants. Yeah.
Yeah, I like Giants here.
Man, yeah. Jones just has those weeks that he just goes off. This could be one of those.
Mhm.
I agree. That defense doesn't
like-
look great,
I like Seahawks.
Really Monday game.
and they still have their 2 tackles out. I think Cross and the other tackle are still out.
Chris, Cross,
Seahawks.
I'll make good. Okay.
So you don't have a running game. You have one of the best defensive lines against not so good offensive line. I think that Giants would take advantage of that too.
How about Breida?
No,
I think you can pull it off in DFS as your flex.
Yeah.
Or if you need a cheap running back, but
he doesn't look
Yeah, if
good.
you're in a deep-
Brightwell is the guy I would take over
Yeah.
Breida.
He
Yeah.
fell in the end zone to save. I think he had 5 touches and fell in the end zone and saved you. So I'm staying away
Yeah. If you're going to start a running back, I'd start Brightwell.
if you have to.
If you, yeah,
That's
if you're something like a big, huge Giants fan and you want to
Yeah,
start a
that's-
Giants running back,
yeah.
I'd start Brightwell.
If you want to lose, do
Yeah, exactly.
all right. Well, that is it for this week. We are going to move on to Twitter, and then we're going to get out of here. So FUX, Fox. So give us one and let's get out of here because we've been going here.
Going.
fun though. Having a great time.
All right, let's see which one I want to do. Okay, I should already have this going up. Let's just do Romeo Doubs leads the Packers with 25% target share. He accounted for 38% of targets in week 4. Fantasy points, 19, 5, 18, 19. Low end wide receiver 2. Christian Watson returned to action for half of pass plays and was targeted on 20% of routes. Fantasy points 11. Upside wide receiver 3, 4 now. Romeo Doubs is right now the number 1 that you want to own in Green Bay. But
I want a piece of that offense, though.
watch out for Jaden Reed. That dude,
Yeah. It's getting
All of
frisky.
them.
It's getting frisky.
Yeah.
And Watson is the only thing that I don't like is that they're going to eat into each other's production.
I'm nervous that so I was watching the game. It looks like they're going to play him in a slot a lot because it looks like Romeo Dobbs is going to be that X receiver, and I think that Watson is going to be like a little bit more gadgety, and that Reed's going to be your downfield Z player. So
it's like not the exact same positions, obviously, but it's kind of like 49ers light. You know,
yeah.
You don't know.
Yeah, in a way.
There's a lot of talent.
You don't know who's going to pop off.
You don't know who's
Yeah.
going to pop off.
It is
Right.
interesting you think that, Alex, because what Jaden Reed has been doing is what Watson did last year. So like
Mhm.
four bombs and a touchdown.
Yeah.
Put him in.
But he's doing it from what Watson was doing is like a lot of yak. Like he's like doing like these crossing routes out of the slot or out of the. He was running out the X a lot last year, but it looks like they like Dobbs in the X now, and it looks like Watson's more like Puka Nacua kind of role, like flanker kind of role, where he is kind of I don't want to say gadgety, but like he's so electric that they're finding ways to get him the ball in space. Whereas like Reed is kind of your
Deep ball.
I don't want to say like deep ball, like he's like a straight route runner, but he's like doing like the look downfield crossing kind of stuff.
Yeah. Hard to tell after Thursday when Watson
Yeah.
targets.
Well, I'm saying what I saw, that's kind of how it was played out for that. They
all the traditional quote unquote number one role. That's what it's going to probably end up looking like.
Yeah.
Alrighty, well, let's get the hell out of here. And as we say,
I don't understand. I don't understand why that happens.
What is it? Did you look it up? So for those listening, whenever Alex does like a peace sign with his hands, confetti falls on him in this weird StreamYard app that it only works for him. It only works for him. It's so strange. But nobody cares, so we're going to get out of here. F you, Alex. F you, your confetti, and F you, fantasy.